McDonald's, TGI Fridays, Chili's, your local neighborhood grill. They all sell burgers, fries, drinks, and other menu items at different prices. A familiar scenario has probably played out more than one time for you. You go to your local mom and pop restaurant, you sit down and start browsing the menu. First, you look at the items to see what they sell, but more importantly, you start to look at the costs of these items. You see a cheeseburger being sold for $5.99 and scoff at the price, since you can go to your local fast food chain and get a cheeseburger for $2. So why should you pay an extra $4, you ask yourself? You may have even gotten angry that they would have the nerve to sell a cheeseburger at 3 times the price of another place. So why do different restaurants have different prices, and how exactly do they come up with those prices? The most important factor is how much money it costs a business to actually operate. No two places are equal. In your own life, you know how much your rent, car insurance, gas, health insurance, monthly food expenditure, and other living costs associated with you are. You know you need to earn a certain amount of money at your job to survive with those costs. Running a restaurant is no different. Rent has to be paid just like your apartment, and just like your apartment, there isn't a flat rent fee associated with opening a restaurant. Depending on the size, the place, and the location in a particular city, rent can vary wildly, as can the price of how much it costs to buy food from distributors. So what kind of costs are there in running a restaurant that affects the price of food? There are a few main costs to take into consideration. The big two are food costs. How much does the food cost for you to buy weekly? And labor costs. How much does it cost to pay hourly and salary employees? Plus all of their benefits if offered, like PTO, health insurance, and 401ks. Labor costs on average are around 30% of your total sales. After the big two, you have a plethora of other associated costs like equipment repairs, chemicals for cleaning, office supplies like printer ink, envelopes, staples, banking fees, credit card fees, and many more. So let's start with food costs. A typical food cost for an item is 28 to 35%. To help control costs, you determine the quality of the product you're going to serve. Does the burger get served on a thick, fancy artisan bun, or does it get served on a simple plain bun that costs less to buy? Is the size of the burger patty going to be a 1.6 ounce burger like it is at McDonald's, or a 3.2 ounce like it is here at Valencia College? Do you use 2 slices of tomato or 1? What other toppings do you use, and how much of them do you use? To start to help figure out what to sell an item for, you'll first figure out your perfect cheeseburger. So maybe you want to use an artisan bread at 50 cents instead of a plain one at 15 cents. Maybe you want to use a slice of Gouda at 25 cents and a slice of Monterey Jack at 15 instead of a slice of American at 10 cents. You'll use 2 slices of tomato at 16 cents instead of 1 slice at 8 cents. You'll opt for a bed of spring mix for 10 cents instead of some iceberg lettuce for 5 cents. You'll also go with 3 slices of onions at 9 cents instead of 1 slice for 3 cents. And you'll use a 3.2 ounce burger for 63 cents instead of a 1.6 ounce for 31 cents. And finally, you'll use garlic aioli at 10 cents instead of ketchup and mustard for 5 cents. So the total cost of your gourmet burger is $1.73, and your normal burger is 77 cents to make. Now to figure out what you have to sell these items for to be at a 30% food cost, you'll divide the amount, the item amount by 30%. So, well, that means the cost of your gourmet burger will be $5.77, while the cost of your normal burger will be $2.56. This is how every restaurant calculates what they sell an item for. Now, if you want to sell for a cheaper price, one way is to use less quality ingredients. Another way to reduce the cost is negotiated pricing. McDonald's sells an estimated 5 billion burgers a year worldwide. Because of the incredibly high amount of business they get to a supplier, they can negotiate pricing down much cheaper than a local mom and pop can from the same supplier. A small place that sells only 600 burgers a week isn't going to get special pricing like McDonald's does when McDonald's worldwide serves 68 million people a day. Food cost percentage is a good baseline, but not the end-all when it comes to calculating food costs. All other costs associated with running a business factor in as well. Outside of food, labor is the second biggest expenditure for a business. If you plan to pay your employees better than minimum wage and provide them with health insurance, 401ks, and paid time off, paid sick leave, and other various incentives, that money has to come from somewhere. And that somewhere is the cost of food. Now, these are just a few few examples and insights into what goes into why items are priced the way they are. And next time you are at a restaurant and you're upset at food prices, remember that every place has different operating costs. The quality of food is almost guaranteed better than a fast food joint if it costs more, and they may be paying their employees better. And the rent might be high because you're close to a popular part of town. The most important thing to remember is to have a good time and not think about the price. Though I hope, having learned a bit more about how food is priced, you go in with a little more understanding next time you eat your next meal. Thank you.